Construction work hasn't even begun on a proposed palladium copper mine outside Marathon, but there's now a plan in place for when it reaches the end of its life cycle.
That plan will guide the decommissioning of the site whenever the future mine eventually closes. Lee Noonan has the details.
If and when the Marathon Palladium Copper Mine gets up and running, it's expected to have a 13-year lifespan. The province recently approved Generation Mining's closure plan, which includes an upfront financial commitment to fund the site's rehabilitation.
When mining's completed, the land is restored and the environment's protected, and communities are, integrated into that process.
According to Wallen, the plan is to dismantle the mill but leave much of the other infrastructure in place to be repurposed. The largest pit will be left open to gradually fill with water. That's expected to take about 20 years, creating a new lake. The other two pits will be backfilled with waste rock and tailings while the mine is still in operation, and the tailings storage areas will be replanted.
It'll be a bit different than what it looks like now, which is treed, but this will be sort of a meadowy type view with some trees and sort of streams and wetland type environment.
Some of the biggest concerns in the rehabilitation of the site are the protection of the nearby Pick River and of endangered species in the area, particularly caribou.
It can be food sources or critical habitat, overwintering habitat, creating landscapes that are a bit of a mosaic. So it helps the caribou stay away from predators.
As for chemical cleanup, they say the flotation reagents used to separate the commercially desirable minerals from waste rock will mostly be recycled and used up through the mining process.
We don't have to treat those before it gets discharged. We just bring them back in the plant and use them until they're all used up and stuck to the circuit itself.
Generation won't break ground on the project until all the financing and the permits are in place. The company expects the last permits to come through this year or early next year.
So the permits are the first thing that we're looking to get approved. And then after that, we'll go to the market and try to raise the final money to get it begun. So our hope it's going to be sometime in the second quarter of 2024.
Levy says he's confident the money will come through quickly once the project is fully permitted. Lee Noonan, TBT News.